social conservatives people are confused as social. I think the social conservatives are going to win out. I think ultimately they will win out. I think they will ultimately, because folks, regardless of how conservative you want to be known as very conservative if you're running in the Republican primary. So I think that I would say to you that we're going to see a lot of social engineering, a lot of this whole attorney general's issue is social engineering. This whole Supreme Court issue is social engineering.
How is it social engineering?
We don't like the way the decisions are making, so we're going to change who gets on it.
Do they even have a jobs agenda? I mean, they want us to focus on it, but what's there to focus on? They want to cut regulations.
I think Ron Ramsey said it best. You can't pass a law to create jobs. You can create an environment that is good. You can have an education system that educates people so people can do a job. We just lost 1,900 jobs in West Tennessee. Goodyear is closing. In Union City, one of the biggest manufacturing plants in the state of Tennessee, is closing today. Now, the question is, what is this Republican leadership going to do to help those 1,900 families, those 1,900 people find work, find a job, find a life? Now, we need to be focusing on that, and we need to focus on those families, on that, and not on whether or not we need to have one more elected office, or we need to have one more political situation. There is such a disconnect in the Republican government between cutting the number of people who work in a department and the efficiency of that department. You can't expect efficiency when you're reducing the number of people doing the job. We're down 25% in operating dollars, and we're expecting people to do 100% of what they did 3 years ago. There's a huge disconnect there, and I have not seen the onerous regulations we're talking about. I look forward to hearing it. Well, I would only say to you, if social conservatives do prevail, it is to the long-term detriment of Tennesseans. And ultimately, Tennesseans will realize that this election was not about jobs, but it was about directing lifestyle choices from a centralized government. And eventually, Tennesseans will rebel and say that the Republicans are not on their side. Ultimately, that will happen. It will take a while.
Going back to the budget for a second, Lieutenant Governor Ramsey was saying he thought that about 5% of the over collection should go into the reserve. The rest should be used to mitigate the effect of the cuts. What do you think of that idea?
I don't believe at this point in time we need to spend the money we've got to make jobs and educate people. That money's not doing anybody any good sitting in that savings account. It's not creating one job. It's not educating one kid.
It's like